Hello and welcome to City Connections. I'm Stephanie Ring. Thanks for joining me here today. We have a great show for you. Here's a look at what's coming up. First off, we're going to introduce you to the Billies, the newest canine team for the city of Coon Rapids. Billy, the German Shepherd, and Bill Hummus, his handler, have been on the job a few months now. We'll take you out on patrol with them and find out why the canine edition is so important to the department. And have you heard about the latest fire prevention tools for your home? Fire Marshal Todd Williams takes us into the kitchen to show us 3 products that can make a big difference in the event of a cooking fire. Plus, get out your calendars as we take a look at upcoming events and activities going on in the community. The Coon Rapids Police Department is proud to have its second canine team that was just recently added to the force. Billy, the German Shepherd, and Bill Hummus, his handler. They're a dynamic duo that not only patrol the streets of Coon Rapids, they respond to canine service calls throughout Anoka County. Steve Antis has more on the fundraising effort behind the dog and why he's such an important tool in fighting crime.
Coon! Stand!
Nowhere else does the human-canine connection get put to the test more than between a canine handler and a police dog in the line of duty.
Heel!
That's been awesome. I love having them.
Up! Up!
This 3-year-old German Shepherd came all the way from the Czech Republic last March to become the second canine unit in Coon Rapids. His handler, Officer Bill Hummus Jr., is new to the canine patrol. This first-time handler beat out a competitive field of Coon Rapids police officers for the job.
We're obviously put into very dangerous situations, and the city is trusting that we can make split decisions really rapidly.
This partnership was made possible through a community-wide effort that started in 2013. You see, the police department couldn't afford to buy a new police dog, so under the direction of Police Chief Brad Wise, they turned to raising funds through the Coon Rapids Crime Prevention Association.
It's a nonprofit that's been set up specifically to provide for police equipment that's maybe not necessarily available through the city budget.
They really were the main people that started the ball rolling.
Sergeant Ben Bouch, who is in charge of the police department's canine program, budgeted nearly $18,000 to purchase the dog and for training. Upon launch, a flood of small donations started coming in from city residents. The Coon Rapids Lions Club even held a Chili Challenge fundraiser, along with 5 other local service organizations and the police and fire departments, which netted over $1,000.
It was great to see all the citizens and the civic organizations getting together and supporting our program like that.
So I thought, boy, this would be a good time.
And then there was this man, Coon Rapids resident Kurt Zibikowski. As a past contributor to the Coon Rapids Crime Prevention Association, he saw something special in the canine project.
I read about it in the ABC paper and thought this would be a good opportunity to help my community and at the same time honor my father.
Kurt's father was William Zibikowski, a local businessman who had a deep appreciation for law enforcement. Kurt thought the canine project would be a unique way to honor his father, a way to give back to the community and keep his father's memory alive.
Seeing if I could name the new canine Billy, which was my pet name for my dad.
So he called Sergeant Bouch.
He said that he wanted to name Billy, the dog Billy, and he would be willing to donate $10,000.
Sergeant Bouch checked in with the police chief.
We thought it was a great name for a police canine to begin with. And basically the name of the dog was chosen before we had a dog, even before we had a handler.
From beginning to end, it took 2 hours for Sergeant Bouch to get back to Kurt.
He said, I'll be down, and he came down half hour later probably and had a check in hand and donated the money to us.
And it's a very tangible way for him to honor his father, because we'll, of course, never forget Billy, the dog, or the story of Billy either. It'll be a part of this police department forever.
And although the new canine arrived with some police training from the Czech Republic, Billy still needed to go through a 12-week training course with his new handler to be certified to work the streets.
I was very impressed by how Billy did.
Coon Rapids officer and canine handler Mark McDonough has been training police dogs in Minnesota for the past 20 years under the authority of the U.S. Police Canine Association.
He's an extraordinary tracking animal, extraordinary. And he has a lot of patrol skills that are on the high, we like to say on the high level.
These dogs are being trained to find things like narcotics and missing people. McDonough says that dogs, like people, have different personalities.
Some are very bold, some are very sensitive, some are social, some are not. So it's kind of actually fun to kind of, train different aspects of dogs and different personalities of dogs, because you can't train them all the same.
The same goes for the handlers, who also have a lot to learn.
Some are really athletic and they can get onto it right away. Because it's a very physically demanding thing. There's a lot of stress involved too, because there's just a natural competitiveness between people.
Officer Hamas and Billy successfully completed the training program on June 21st. Kurt Zibikowski was invited to attend the graduation ceremony and a chance to meet the canine team he so generously helped finance.
I think the people who contributed can be proud of what's taken place and that we have this dog.
Chief Brad Wise formally presented Billy the canine and his handler, Officer Bill Hamas, at the July 1st City Council meeting. He's the second police dog currently on the force. Bill and Billy made it to some of the neighborhood parties on the night to unite. They got a chance to meet residents and show off the specially equipped vehicle, which was modified for Billy.
He enjoys car rides.
Canines in Anoka County are a shared resource, and as such, often work on some of the most serious crimes.
We've had one person recently surrender in Fridley with the sight of Billy coming.
And it's just another tool for us, and it's the most effective tool that I've ever seen in all the years I've been a policeman. Because, dogs do things that men shouldn't have to do.
Bill and Billy patrol the streets working 10-hour shifts. For the canine, it can get pretty boring riding in a squad car.
Usually I'll lay some training tracks a couple times late at night, when the calls are slow. I'll do some training with him or something. So it stays fun for him.
Another part of the job that's fun is doing canine demonstrations like this one at last year's senior safety camp. And there are more requests for demos from this dynamic duo, but they'll take it all in stride. After all, they'll have to work together for roughly the next 8 years.
The dog is a great presence for the sake of the job he's asked to do.
He's gotten a lot better with training here, so I think he's really improving the longer we go.
I'm Steve Antis reporting for City Connections.
Thanks, Steve. By the way, Sergeant Bouch says he's never seen a financing campaign like this one, where 100% of the funding for the dog came from donations from the public. So the police department extends a very big thank you to everyone that was involved. Up next, new products to help reduce your chances of a kitchen fire. But before we go to break, here's a listing of several of the police canine donors. The Coon Rapids Police Department again would like to thank the community for participating in this fundraising effort. We'll be right back.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Cooking fires are a leading cause of structure fires in our state. Most often, fires are caused by unattended cooking, distractions that come up such as the phone ringing or someone at the door. But new products on the market can help prevent kitchen fires, and they're not as costly as you might think. Coon Rapids Fire Marshal Todd Williams is here now to show us some of these products and how they work. Todd, welcome to the program. Thank you.
Thanks, Steph. I do have a couple products here, or one product right now I want to show you. It's called a smart burner. And the reason why we call it a smart burner is because it doesn't get over 600 degrees. There's a built-in thermostat part of this burner that regulates the temperature so it doesn't get hot to where it would catch your pan on fire, and later on we'll show you that it won't catch paper on fire. It will just kind of smolder it, but it won't actually catch on fire.
And they easily just pop right into where you would have a traditional burner.
Yep. You just pull the old burner out, and you just want to put the new burner in. And it just slides right in there, and that only takes maybe 5 minutes to convert your stove. And with the old burners, everybody's seen it where you turn these on high and it gets really hot, red hot. I'm going to take this piece of paper and touch the burner. It's really red hot, and see how fast it catches on fire? It's really fast. So you just touch it and bam, it's on fire. Where this other burner here, I put the paper on there, I laid the paper on the burner, and it is smoking, but it's not catching on fire. It looks like it wants to catch on fire, but as you can tell, it's not catching on fire.
So that has to do with that thermostat, and the temperature is just not as hot as it would be on a traditional electric burner.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. This way your whole stove, you could replace your whole stove with 4 burners, would be just under $200.
And well worth it in your opinion?
Yes, well worth it. At average kitchen fires right around probably $10,000,
Okay, wow.
if not more, time you replace the cabinets. If you have a fire on your stovetop, there is a product out there that would put out a fire on your stove, and it's called a stovetop fire stop. It's a can that fits onto your hood above your stove, and what happens is when a fire in your pan gets big enough, it catches this fuse on fire, and once the fuse gets burning, then a charge goes off, then it drops down like a fire powder that goes onto your pan. Then what you need to do then is you need to come over here and cover your pan and turn your stove off. And just leave that sit there until it cools. Wait an hour or so, because it could be oil or other stuff on your stove that could be burning. And these are roughly right around $50. Since we're talking about safety, always have a good working smoke detector in your house. So you got to check the batteries and make sure you have a combination detector, ionization, and photo that protects you from both fires. A small smoldering fire or a garbage can fire, which is fast moving fire. And here's another good product to have in your house, Steph. This is called the Safe Tea Sensor. This goes on your microwave, and this detects smoke and it turns off your microwave. It's pretty easy to install too. Here, let's try it. This is the battery magnet part that goes on the microwave, and here's the vent. So you want it next to the vent, so when you burn popcorn like we're going to, or burn something, it's going to pick it up and it's going to turn the microwave off. Then you want to plug the microwave into it and plug it back into the outlet. And what this product does is when you put in popcorn, for example, into your microwave, you put too much time onto it, like if you wanted 3 minutes, you put 30 minutes, and you start it and you walk away, what happens is the popcorn gets done and it starts to burn. You should see it coming out. When it starts to burn, it starts to smoke, and the smoke comes out of this side of the microwave, out of these vents. It goes in the smoke detector, then it recognizes it, then it shuts the power, kills the power to the microwave. So this is a very good product for everyone. It's right around $70, and you can buy it online at Pioneer Technologies.
Thank you, Fire Marshal Williams, for sharing these great tips today.
Thanks, Steph, for having me.
Did you know you can cut down on your trash by visiting the Coon Rapids Recycling Center? It's the perfect place to bring those hard-to-manage materials from around your home. Each year, the facility takes in 830 tons of recyclables. That's a lot of material that stays out of the landfill. We make it easy to recycle just about anything, from egg cartons to styrofoam to plastics, metal, and motor oil. The center accepts a variety of materials, many of which can't be recycled in your curbside collection. Some of the materials do require special preparation before you bring them in. Check out our website for more information and specific instructions before you arrive. The facility is conveniently located off of Hanson Boulevard and Highway 10 and is open to all Coon Rapids and Anoka County residents. Recycling, made easy for you, right here in Coon Rapids.
Welcome back to City Connections. Let's take a look at some events and activities going on in the community. The Coon Rapids Performing Arts Series kicks off in January with a series of dessert and coffee concerts. On January 8th, it's the Gravel Roads Country Band. Then on February 12th, Straighten Up and Fly Right, an unforgettable tribute to Nat King Cole. On March 19th, it's Lachlan Road Celtic Band. Then the series wraps up on April 9th with the Holy Rockarolas 50 Band. All concerts take place at the Coon Rapids Civic Center and begin at 7 p.m. Buy tickets at the door or at the front desk of City Hall. Also beginning in January, the 2015 Snowflake Days events. The fun takes place from January 24th through February 15th. There's truly something for everyone with a wide variety of events, including a snow sculpture contest, kids and adult medallion hunts, family sledding, children's carnival, and more. Check out all the details at coonrapidsnowflakedays.weebly.com, and we'll also have a link to this site on the city's website. 2 events you'll want to take notice of in March. If you or someone you know is getting married, don't miss the Wedding Expo, taking place on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Coon Rapids Civic Center. It's one-stop shopping if you're in need of cake decorators, photographers, videographers, and more. Tickets are $5 at the door. For more information, visit coonrapidsciviccenter.com. Also in March, an event for one-stop shopping if you're thinking about a home improvement project. The North Suburban Home Show takes place on Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Andover YMCA Community Center. See the latest products and services from over 100 exhibitors. More information is available at northsuburbanhomeshow.org. And planning ahead in April, mark your calendars for the Green Expo at the National Sports Center, which takes place on Saturday, April 25th. Learn about sustainable products and services by visiting a variety of vendors. Visit mngreenexpo.org for more information. And also that weekend, the Coon Rapids Ice Fantasy Show, April 24th through 26th. See fantastic skating talent and the famous father-daughter number at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Show times are 7 p.m. on Friday, April 24th, 6:30 p.m. on April 25th, and 2 p.m. on Sunday, April 26th. More information is available at coonrapidsicecenter.com. Well, that brings us to the end of this edition of City Connections. Don't forget, follow all the city's news online at coonrapidsmn.gov and on the city's social media pages. I'm Stephanie Ring. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you back here again next time.